Hi everybody, welcome to week 3 in the class. I hope you had a great weekend and get ready to go here again. Start this off, I'll tell you that this is a heavy week. Outside of the weeks where you actually do speeches, this is probably one of the heavier ones. The first two have kind of gotten you going and adjusted into the course, but this time it's going to be quite a bit to do. So I would recommend to get started early and so you have sufficient time to finish all the work there is to do. I'll take you through it step by step as best I can. As always, please do ask if anything is unclear as you go. So we'll start down here with the objectives and preparation materials. So there's several articles here and websites and videos for you to help to learn a lot of different stuff. You're first going to read things within the book, 3 different chapters. They're going to be important. Once again, the reading is heavy the first half of the semester. So you'll read those 3 chapters first, and then you're going to watch a video. There's a couple videos here, and as well as some presentations. So a lot of introductory material, hopefully presented in different ways, so it's not too long to go through as you go through here. So and this is important too. So on the first assignment for the discussion board, this is what they're referring to in terms of sources and material. So after you go through these on the discussion board that we'll see here in a minute, you'll come back and say which of these presentations or websites or articles was most helpful to you and why. So if that makes sense, this is the area you're coming back to. I think that was a little confusing in the instructions. So after you do that, that will take a while, so I would get started probably the first couple days of the week doing that. This is just to help you start thinking about your first speech, because it's only 2 weeks away. Next week, you're going to practice the introduction and the conclusion, and actually video it. I'll give you feedback. But then 2 weeks from now, you're giving your first speech, your formative speech. So this will kind of give you an outline of what I'll be looking for in that. It's just the more you can do in advance, the better prepared you'll be. After we get through that, and then be the quiz. Just a reminder, I was asked last week, just note these are open book. So you are welcome to have your textbook open and find the answers to all those quiz questions. So take that, and I'll take the quiz. And the next one is the sources assignment. So this is what I was referring to earlier. So it says as reading through the material, all the things that you read in that first section, you'll choose one of those and post it to your discussion board and explain why you liked them. It's a simple one. It doesn't take a lot on this one. So you'll notice, so this week you are assigned into groups. So you'll be able to see just the group that you are enrolled in. And yeah, so the cool thing about this is now smaller groups, and you'll be able to interact a little more and get used to people. And rather than have this whole class of 25 people, you'll be able just to get a few group members. But it's also really important that you then participate a lot, because there's not the whole class to participate. So you'll be able to see your group that you're assigned to at that point. Then you're starting on your first speech. And so what you're going to do is you're going to start researching the topic for whatever topic you've chosen for your informative speech. And then you're going to make an outline. And the book has really good examples. It tells you exactly how you need to do it. So rather than me tell you, read those chapters. They'll tell you how to do an outline. The important thing is that it's written in complete sentences. This will help a lot, actually, when you get to the speech. So just make sure you're using complete sentences. Follow the outline as given to you in the book. And then after you've written that, for the intro and the conclusion, you'll post that to your discussion group page. And So the important thing here is these are all due Wednesday, so that's tomorrow night by 11. And then by Friday at 11, everyone needs to give feedback. Okay? So each member of your group needs feedback on how they did on their intro and their conclusion. It's great to get feedback at this point because no grades involved, and it can only get better. You can see it's worth 40 points. So it's a bigger assignment. It's the first step to doing your first speech. So once again, I know things are getting a little heavy on this week. It'll require quite a bit of time to get through all of this. Okay, and you'll get to the discussion board. Once again, you'll just see your group and be able to start going through that. posting that one. And then you're going to be finding your 5 sources. So in your informative speech, you're going to be using 5 credible sources. You're going to learn about credible sources. And you're going to use RefWorks, which is an awesome program that's going to save you a lot of time. And back on that intro section as well, there's several links to how to use RefWorks. So make sure you use that so you're very comfortable, because you're going to be using it a lot in this class. And once you're able to log into RefWorks, and then you'll be able to process, easily upload sources, and it'll automatically create the bibliography for you. So this part is you're going to be submitting your 5 sources in MLA format. And yeah, using the tool really helps you save a lot of time having a format. So you do that, and then you come here to the next page, where you're able to then upload a Word document in MLA format of all 5 sources. After that, it's just the participation quiz at that point, so it should be pretty common at this point. So yeah, it's a lot. I understand that it is heavy this week, and especially the holiday yesterday. If you haven't started, make sure you set aside some time. You don't want to save all this material until Saturday night. You'll be past some due dates, and it'll just be too much to do. So block out some evenings or whatever it takes this week. Let me know questions you have, anything that seems unclear. And yeah, I look forward to seeing your work, and I'm excited we're getting started on the speeches.